Welcome to Smart Learning Point. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at how to actually change shape that we have drawn in PowerPoint into another shape. Are you excited? Let's dive into it straight off. Okay, so let's quickly clear the screen right now. Go to Layout, click on Blank. Okay, so actually demonstrate this, we're going to draw a shape first. Okay, so let's draw a rectangle. Okay, so click on this rectangle. Okay, so left click and drag. So that's a rectangle. If it's going to be a square that you want to draw, you just hold down your shift so that you immediately turn it to a square. Okay, you can see I'm still holding down my left click and shift. So but if it's a rectangle, let's go off the shift and draw your rectangle like this. This is amazing. So this one is actually the normal rectangle. Okay, so now if you want to change this shape after drawing it, maybe you decide, oh, I want to change it to a triangle. It's actually very easy. While the shape is selected, you will see this guy called shape format showing up. So immediately just come to this guy called edit shape, click on it and come to change shape. That's all you need to do. So let's change it to this isosceles triangle. You can see right away we change it on the fly. Go to edit shape again, change shape. You can decide to change it to smiley face. You see that? You can go to this one again, change shape. You can change it to any of the shape. You see that? That's amazing, right? Okay, so let's delete this shape first. Delete the shape. Okay, so we want to see some use case of this, how we can actually use something like this in our design. So I want to select a rounded rectangle. So to draw a rounded square, so select a rounded rectangle from your shape. So I'm clicking here. If you're going to draw a square, you need to hold down your shift. Shift will make it actually convert it to a square. When you now hold control with it, it's going to draw it from the center. So hold down control and shift and then left click on your canvas and drag like this. That way you're drawing your square from the center and actually a square. Okay, let go of your left click before the control shift. Okay, so use this yellow dot to adjust the roundness a little bit like this. Okay, then the next thing, come to shape fill right here. Okay, let's add let's select this color for now. We can still change it later. Let's select this for now. Then we're going to add shape outline of white. So select your white. Okay, you can see it's not showing right now, but it's going to show later. Okay, let's do this. Click on shape outline. Let's just select a color first. Since we're going to change it, let's select blue first. Then come back to shape outline. Let's increase the weight. Let's come to 6.4. We will also adjust the shape outline weight from 6 points to increase it more. If we want to increase it more, we have to come to this small line, so we'll do that later. So 6 point first. Now I want you to click on this icon you're seeing here. Okay, so you see right before, when you click on this shape outline, you click on come to weight and you click on more line. It's going to take you to the same place. If we click here, okay, if you click on this format shape, it's going to open a panel on the right side like this. So let's click on it. You can see that. Okay, that's fantastic. So from this format tab that is shown to you now, format shape that is shown to you, you're going to see two options like shape options and text option. Okay, so if you're going to be doing any formatting to this shape, you use this shape, you just select it. It's selected now because you can see now that shape option is bold than this other text option. Now, but if you have written text into this shape and you actually want to change the formatting of that particular text, you have to come to text option. You just click on text option, as you can see like this. But since what we want to do is about shape, not the text, just click on shape option if it's not bold like this. Then you can also see now that we now have 3 tabs under shape option. We have this one called fill and line. Okay, the fill is talking about your shape fill, and the line is talking about shape outline. Okay, then for this one, this is effect. As you can see, shape effect here is also here, shape effect. Then the third one here is the size and property. That's talking about if you need to actually adjust the size of this thing, and some other property like alt text. Okay, alt text, just like for SEO reason. Okay, so we don't need that here. Okay, so what we want to do is we go to this effect because we want to add shadow to this particular shape that we have drawn. So we come to this place, click on effect, then we go to shadow. Okay, so we have preset shadow. We can click here. Okay, and these are preset shadows. Another place you can also see that preset shadow from is, you can see it from shape effect here. Click on shape effect, then you come to shadow here. You can also see it here. You can see when I hover mouse on this, it's changing on the fly. We have outer shadow and inner shadow. Okay, so let's do it from this side. Remember again that this shape is actually selected, so click on this. Let's just select one of them. Let's select this one, bottom right. This is offset. So immediately we select it, you can see these guys like transparency, size, blur, angle, distance is actually having some length to it. Okay, so let's quickly adjust some things a little bit. So we have the distance, we have the angle. So let me increase the distance a little bit. As you can see, as I'm clicking on the distance, you can see what is happening on the fly. Okay, another thing I can do, I can adjust the angle. Is currently on 45 degree. So you can see when I'm clicking on it, it's moving away. I'm clicking at the top arrow here. Can click the bottom arrow. You can see that. Okay, so let's say this is what I want. I want it to actually be like this. Can do that. Then for blur now, I can blur out this color. We are currently using a black color, so I can change the color from here. Click on this bucket icon. Can change the color to something else like this. You can see that. Can also click there. Can use red, you see, but let's use the black. So select the black back. Then for the blur now, let's blur it. If you drag it towards the right, it's actually going to make the color blurred out like this. You can see that. You can see that. Okay, so another thing we can also do is to increase the size of the blur. So you can click here. You can see the size of the shadow. You can see the shadow is increasing. Then another thing we can do, we can drag the transparency. Maybe we want this particular shadow to fade out. You can drag this, or you can also use this arrow to drag it out. Okay, so then I want this shadow to go inside a little bit, so that's where you need the distance and even the angle. You can see that. So let us make this is what we want now. Okay, now so let's do something now. We want to change the border now to white. So I told you earlier that we can change that. Come to this place. You can do it from here. Just select the white. Oh, sorry, this is shape fill. Sorry, shape outline. Click on this. You can see the way it's looking right now. This thing that you've done from here now, shape outline, you can also do it from the fill and line. You can come to fill and line, come to line here. Okay, it's currently on solid fill. Okay, so that's the one we're using here. You can actually use gradient line for it if you like. Then after that, now select your color from here. You can also select whether white or this. You see, I'm just showing you something so you know that the same thing you've done here is actually possible here, provided that this format shape panel is open. Click and select the white back. Then what we want to actually do is to play around with this width. Okay, we can increase the width from 6 point. We are actually limited here from this shape outline. We are limited with the weight here to be 6 point, but we want to increase more than 6 points. So all we need to do now is to come to this space, press the up arrow, you can see we can only enter value from 0 to 1584. Okay, so that's like a big value. So let's just play around to click up. So I can just click down, so it keep going. You see, you can see what it looks like. Then I can press the down arrow. Okay, let's assume that this is actually what I want to do. I can leave it like this. Then I can also use the sketch style. Okay, so this style, this is actually what you see here, shape outline. When you come to sketch here, okay, it's the same thing. You can see when I hover mouse on it. Okay, then we also have, okay, for this compound type, this is the only place you can see it from. You won't see it from this side. Now this is talking about what kind of line do you want to use for this border. So the first line is actually like a single line, which is simple. We can make a double line like this. You see that? Can even go there again and select one thick line and one thin line. You see that? Can just play around. Can go there again and select this next one. You see, you're just playing around to see what is possible. Okay, let's make things very easy. Let's select let's see. I think this is cool. Yeah, I think that is cool. Okay, so we've done a nice job. Okay, now so let me click outside now to deselect what I've done. You can see the way it's looking like right now. So I can decide to type something in it. Maybe let me type 1 in it. So type 1 inside it. Okay, so you can see that a cursor line is actually blinking inside. So if I want to select this shape, all I need to do is to left click on it. Okay, so after left clicking on it, you can come to the home tab and change the font. Okay, so if I click on this arrow now, it's going to be blocking this shape. So all I want to do now is left click on it and drag it to another position so that I can see things clearly. Click on the arrow, can decide to change what I want to use. Okay, so let us me I want to use this number. So you can actually select any font, click on it, then you can use the increase font size to grow the font like this, or it also has a shortcut, Control Shift greater than sign. So if you press Control and Shift down and you press greater than sign, it's going to be increasing it. When you press less than sign, it's going to be to reduce it like this. You can see that. Okay, let us mean that this is what you want to do. Just deselect outside. Then let's move this guy back here. Now another thing you can do, you can duplicate to play around. So Ctrl D to duplicate this, provided that this is selected. Ctrl D, move it to another location, then click inside and select the, so to select it, just left click and drag like this and change this to 2. That's amazing. Select this one again, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, move again, see, left click to select the 2 and type 3 there. You can see what is possible. You can even left click and drag around the 3 like this. You see, when you have dragged around the 3, you can press Ctrl D. See that? Okay, so if you want to learn about how to use Ctrl D very well, I said sorry, how to actually use duplicate. We also have another method of duplicating. So I really want you to check out the lesson on duplicate, how we can duplicate objects in PowerPoint. Okay, so we actually go very in depth on that. Okay, so you can change this to 4, change this to 5, and change this to 6. You can see that this is amazing. So now let me now show you the use case I'm talking about. Let me select everything, move it to the center like this. Okay, good. So select this slide 1 from the slide pane, click on it like this, press Ctrl D to duplicate the slide itself. Okay, now select all the shape, so you can just left click outside and drag around it like this. Okay, you'll be selecting everything. Okay, great. So the next thing I want you to do is to go to shape format and come to edit shape, click on it, come to change shape. Now let's just select one of the rectangles. Let's select this one. You can see what we have right now. This is amazing, right? Select slide 2, press Ctrl D. Now let's select this one again, then come to shape format, come to edit, change shape. We can decide to use any other one. Okay, so let me just try this one. I think this is delay. You can see right now this is amazing. Then you can now decide to change the shape fill. Come to shape fill, you see that? Or you can even decide to change to add different colors to them. Select this one, come here, blue, select this one, come here, you add this, then select this one, come here, let's say we want to add red, select this one, come to this place, add this, and select this one, come here, and actually add this. You see, this is amazing, right? We're doing a fantastic job. Okay, and finally, let's duplicate one more time. Select it. Anytime you want to duplicate a slide, you make sure you select that slide from the slide pane, because if you don't select it, it's not going to duplicate the slide. Select the slide, just click on the slide 3 like this and press Ctrl D, and that slide will be duplicated. Now I want to select everything. Left click outside and drag around it. You can also left click from below like this and drag around it like this. Okay, so then come to shape format again, come to edit shape, change shape. Okay, you can decide to use let's use this one, diamond. Okay, so we've done a good job so far. We're going to end the lesson here. So if you're new to our channel, I commend you, and I want to actually tell you to help us to grow this channel. So please subscribe to our channel, do like our video and comment on it. We love you here. Thank you for visiting us. Do have a wonderful day.